it's Angela here. Today I'm working on my traveler's journal and I'm really excited. I hope that you'll come along with me, and I'm just going to do kind of like a vlog style crafty night, and I hope that you enjoy. I'm just going to be cutting out some stuff and working on my traveler's notebook. So let's get started. Hey friends, I just want to share with you this really cool, this is the traveler's notebook that I talked about earlier, and the inserts. I've got a bunch of really neat stickers and different things, some washi tape. These are my favorite, like micron pens. They're archival quality. I've got some stretch cording. This is so that it comes with these different books that use elastics, and I have these other refills here, and I want to be able to fill them in make my own cording so I can add more, so I don't have to buy their brand. And I've got all these cute little stickers and different things that I want to kind of incorporate. Like, I don't know if I'll use them all or anything, but these are really fun little different stickers and things that I might be able to use. Days of the month, and I'm going to get out my wooden blocks for these really neat silicone stamps. And these were just from, and these I really love, they were just from the Dollar Tree, so I was pretty impressed with those. They didn't have blocks, but I already have some acrylic blocks, so I'm excited to get this traveler's notebook all set up and start drawing in it for the next few trips that we're going to be going on. I'm back and I'm eager to work on my traveler's notebook. So this is that notebook that I was sharing with you before, that I have a bunch of blank journals, and I want to work on my Vancouver trips, and I want to start a Vegas chapter in here because I recently got back from Vegas and got married. Just a quick trip, but I collected a whole bunch of really neat things I would like to incorporate somehow. And yeah, I'm just going to work on this, and it's going to be a chitty chat, crafty vlog working on my traveler's notebook. So if you want to come along with me and craft with me as I cut and clip away and chat, I'd love to have you. So I hope you guys are having a good evening. It's kind of the evening here. Well, it's not kind of, it really is. And I want to get working on this journal that I've had sitting here. My goodness, getting rough. And I have been wanting to work on this for a while because I'll show you the journal first of all. It's like a leather bound journal, comes with some plastic sleeves and these inserts that are either lined or plain or dot grid. And so I started with the plain one, but I have the lined and the dot grid journals, and just these comes with these little things so that you can, as you collect things, if you're traveling, you can put your little vouchers and things in here. It's kind of clever, like, and store them away for when you're ready to create. So I just pulled this one out. This is my Happy Travels one, as you can see, and I've just started it because, as most of you guys know, I've been in the hospital in and out for the last 2 years, getting with a terminal diagnosis and a heart transplant. So I've had so many biopsies and things that led me down to Vancouver, and I thought, why aren't I keeping and creating something really special, memories? So I started, and I just want to add in some photos now and different little activities that we did because I thought it would be fun. So I'm gonna do some snipping, cut some things out, and get to work. And then I want to make a section, maybe, let's see, the halfway mark. And then I will do, well, it just depends. I'm not sure, should I do its own book or should I do, no, I don't have enough stuff. So this will be just, I'll do Vegas in here as well. And it will be like all just traveling. That's what I'm gonna do. So I have all of these really cute stamps and different things that I want to incorporate. That one would be really pretty for, especially the Vancouver one in the springtime. And I have all sorts of different little letters, and I've got this bowl of different stamps and stuff that I'd like to incorporate. And so I'm kind of just going to play around and see what I want to use as I go on and what kind of ink colors. I've got string, I've got a ruler, so I really don't know where I'm going with this quite yet, but as I get going I will have a better idea. All right, so I'm going to move this traveler's notebook away, but you can, as you can see, it's really pretty leather bound, and you can add as many of the filler notebooks in here as you want until it no longer closes. So that's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Vancouver one. So for this one here, I've got a bit of writing going on, and I want to put in some pictures. And so I'm going to look up the stuff I have for Vancouver. So like to grab paint swatches when I'm at different places. These are kind of boring colors, but they were actually, I was actually going to use them, but I like to do that when I'm at like Canadian Tire or something to kind of use in my journal stuff. So I think I will see if this is all. There's some bird pictures, which I love birds, and so that's really exciting that there's some bird pictures because well, first of all, I used to sit in the wheelchair. Jamie would push me outside, and I would have all these tubes and a heart monitor attached to me, and I wouldn't care. I would just sit outside, and we would push it to the last minute. They would give us a time length that we had to be back in because I would have to get medication, I don't know, 3-4 different times a day, and injections and this and that. And so we really loved to be outside and took every minute that we could to spend time outdoors, and we'd watch the birds. And we found this little bird's nest. Ooh, is that chocolate? I'm not, because this is kind of the view that we looked out at every day. I don't know how people actually make it, but that's probably like their hotel right there, because we used to look this way at the harbor. Isn't that cool? That's a great one. I don't know how people make it that go through stuff that either don't live where they need to be, or like there was people that were on the list for the transplant list that were from the Yukon and Whitehorse, and I thought, how in the world are they able to do that and just happen to have the money to stay and live down there for a year? Because you basically are there for at least 6 months, and that's if everything goes perfect and you're, oh, Stanley Park. This is a great one too. you're basically, you're not allowed, you're not approved on the list unless you comply with their rules, and the rules are that you stay down there for a minimum of 6 months, and that's in a perfect scenario as long as nothing goes wrong. And I just happen to have a really perfect scenario where nothing went wrong. And I mean, of course things went wrong, but nothing like I didn't go into rejection or anything super bad. And oh, here's where we even went on the little shuttle. False Creek ferries shuttle us around the harbor, and we went to Granville one day. But yeah, I don't know how people actually do it that don't happen to have the money to just live in Vancouver, live some other place wherever they're getting the transplant, to be able to just survive. If we hadn't had Jewel and Phil to stay at, I don't know what we would have done. It was pretty brutal. And even then, being off work for that long, it was pretty brutal. So I'm so grateful, and that's another reason I'm doing this little book, is because I want to remember all this stuff. Yeah, so at least I found this other little book. Now the rest of the stuff, so I've got a few great little images to start at. This special wrapper is a chocolate bar wrapper, and I had bought 10 of them and gave them as gifts because one of the girls that came to my room to meet me she was 12 at the time, I believe, and her name was Addison, and that's hence Addison milk chocolate. We heart Addison. And this was a little fundraiser her and her mom did for the organ transplants. Actually, it says 100% of the proceeds support the Pediatric Transplant Research Fund. So I met her, and she actually is the cutest little kid, and she had a heart transplant when she was 3 weeks old, and she's now 12 or 13, and they only say they last between 3 and 10 years, and she's already made it for 13 years with this heart, and they say that she'll be in line to get another one soon. I just noticed this word caring, and I definitely want that, because that obviously goes hand in hand with everything. So that's a great little one to keep, but I don't have a lot of stuff for that because most of it is my own pictures. So I'll have to make do and see what else I can find. Oh, I found this great little map. Now I'm not sure if I can find my actual old condo on here, or if, oh yeah, it should be on this one, because Creekside, that's where it was somewhere right around here. So I definitely want to cut that out. And didn't we go somewhere? We went for either walking or, but I remember bringing my bike. I can't remember, but anyway, I think we went to this Nita Lake. I think we walked around that. So I'm just gonna cut that one out, and of course I've got to cut this burger out because we had a lot of really good food when we were there. So this was when one time when I happened to go down for a heart biopsy, I was able to go visit my sister in Whistler and her husband and my nieces, and it turned out that I was closer to Vancouver being over there. So I Well, there's a hot tub picture, which is funny because I'm not allowed to go in the hot tubs, but she did have a pool that I have good memories about sitting on the edge of the hot tub with my nieces having fun in the hot tub. So I'll keep that one. But I was able to actually go to Whistler, even though I was supposed to be closer to Vancouver, but it was because we were able to be so close, and I went to the lab in Whistler when I needed to go do blood work, because I did blood work, I think it was at least once a week at that time, if not more. Now I'm down to every 2 weeks to a month, depending on the situation. So a lot has changed. Oh, and ice cream. That was kind of, just the whole cone thing is good, because we went to this little ice cream shop. So that'll be good. The only thing where I have memories from, I picked up this map when we were in the lineup for the tram for adventure biking, and I didn't go, but my sister and my husband went together and had a blast and had a lot of fun doing that. So I still have memories of having a lot of fun there. And it used to be able to see the tram from her condo, so, or at the pool, and you could watch people coming down the hill. It was really neat to watch. So I might get some more map pictures. I'm not quite sure yet, but at least I got a little stash here so far, so I can work with that.